Hello everyone, and welcome to another News Coolum video and another charging site review. I'm here in Hesperia, California. This is on Interstate 15. It's just along the way a little bit to the south of Victorville, but it's a town that you would go through if you're coming out of LA or the greater Los Angeles area and on your way to Las Vegas, or possibly even heading up 395 to go up on the eastern side of the Sierras. So I mean, this is a heavily trafficked route, and Electrify America has just opened a new site at the Walmart here in Hesperia. It's 10 ABB chargers. It's another one of their split charger site configurations where there are 8 in a bank over here on this one side of the Walmart, and then there are 2 closer to the entrance near the ADA compliant parking spaces. So it's a fairly large site. I have read reports about unfortunately a lot of icing, a lot of internal combustion engine vehicles blocking these chargers. So apparently this is a very busy Walmart. They have put signs up, but yeah, I don't know why these would necessarily be considered preferred parking, because they are actually a little bit far away from the storefront. So hopefully just with some more usage from electric vehicles, we don't see these getting blocked as often, but still it is a concern with a retail center, so hopefully people start respecting these spots a little bit more. But that being said, this is a really important spot. It's not too far away from the Victorville EVgo charger that used to be sort of the last bastion of hope, right? In terms of DC fast charging and public charging support. Basically, people were charging up to 80-90% there just to get to Las Vegas. And it was just a couple of 50 kilowatt chargers over there next to the mall. This is a lot more accessible, a lot more amenities just right here nearby, a lot of stores, easy to get into, easy to get out of. So I'm really impressed with the site, and yeah, let's jump right into the site score. All right, so in terms of the site score, for accessibility, I'm only going to give this site an 8. And the reason for that is, again, this is a retail center. The icing issue is a problem. It is close to the freeway, but it's still actually about 2.5 blocks from the freeway, so it's not just like a jump on, jump off, and you're here. And then the other thing is, out of all of these stalls, there's really only one that supports full pull-through parking. Basically, there are 2 that could potentially do it, so if you had a trailer, but one of them is actually blocked off with one of the pillars that's being used for a no parking unless you're an EV sign, which is, sort of unfortunate, because it would have been nice to have at least 2 spots here that could support electric vehicles that are pulling trailers. But with all of those sort of factors combined, right, yeah, the accessibility score, it's only going to be a 8 out of 10. For amenities, I'm going to go ahead and give this site a 9 out of 10. Really the only thing it's missing is some sort of a solar panel canopy to cover these chargers. It is going to get hot during summer. They are sun exposed. But otherwise, pretty much all of the services that you would want are nearby. There's not just the Walmart as a store. There are a lot of restaurants that are literally, you just walk across the parking lot and they're there. There's also a full service car cleaner, so if you're going to pull off and you want to clean your car and things like that, I mean, you can't do that at the same time as you're charging, but at least those services are there. So this is a very service rich site, and yeah, there's basically everything that you would need here if you're traveling. So it's going to get a 9 out of 10 for amenities. Now, in terms of site concentration, I'm also going to give it a 9 out of 10. Now, I haven't really defined this well, but I might as well just say it now. For me, the point of diminishing returns in terms of a site concentration are really any more than 12 chargers per site. And the reason I say that is, 12 is enough to reasonably assure access to a charger, but anything beyond that, I actually think you're better off making a second site, right? So really, to me, a 12 charger or larger site would be a 10 out of 10 for site concentration. This is 10 chargers, which is close. Basically, it's one category under that, so I would consider it a 9 out of 10 for site concentration. In terms of location, I'm actually only going to score this an 8 out of 10. And it's not that this site isn't important, it's that this route is so thoroughly covered at this point. There are literally 2 different public fast charging sites just up the road, just a couple of miles, and you're just coming out of an area with hundreds of DC fast charging sites within a 30-40 mile radius. So it's an important in that it's supporting this route, but it's more of a redundancy, it's more of an upgrade, more of an improvement to infrastructure that's already been in place. So it's only getting an 8 out of 10 in terms of location importance. And then for speed, of course, this is 350 kilowatt chargers plus 850 kilowatt chargers. You know, that's as fast as you can ask for at this point. So it's getting a 10 out of 10. So these Electrify America sites are, you know, always going to be getting 10 out of 10 as long as they're these full 350 kilowatt plus 150 kilowatt implementations. Yes, there is a single 50 kilowatt CHAdeMO plug here. Maybe, you know, you'll be able to get a liquid cooled CHAdeMO cable in the future, but right now it's just not available. Now that brings the total site score to 44 out of 50, which is a really good score. This is a really good site and I think it deserves it, but just some little itty bitty things that could change would push that score over. The main thing I'm thinking about is just making sure this is accessible for full pull-through parking, making sure that these parking spaces sort of support that. Of course, a solar panel covering that sort of thing to protect the chargers from the elements. There is a huge solar panel array on the other side of the parking lot. That's cool, that's impressive. It means that during, you know, daytime, we're probably getting most of our juice here directly from the sun, locally sourced. But it would be nice to actually just have covering to protect the chargers and protect the cars that are here charging and the people that are charging their cars. So I'd love to hear what you think. Have you had a chance to use these ABB chargers here, these Electrify America chargers in Hesperia? This definitely makes this route a lot easier, a lot faster, and yeah, a lot more convenient. So I'd love to hear what you think, and thank you for watching.